Guys, welcome back. So, today I wanted to do a Tinder story time. I guess I want to start doing more story times on my channel, and I think it's fun because you guys can get to know me a little bit. I've always just thought they were very relaxing to listen to and watch. So, I was watching KSMR, and she did a Tinder story time, and she's one of my favorite ASMR artists. She's just so funny and real and weird, and she's great, so go check her out. But yeah, so that kind of inspired me to do a Tinder story time. And let me just say that I am no stranger to dating apps, okay? I've had them all, tried them all. I've been on many dates. So I am, when you go on a lot of Tinder dates with strangers, you're bound to have some interesting experiences. And these stories, well, I'm just telling one. I'm not trying to make anyone look bad or throw anyone under the bus or whatever. There's just interesting things that happen on Tinder dates sometimes. And so I know that Tinder is almost looked down upon. I know some people are oh, you should meet someone in person. Tinder's sketchy and blah blah blah. But when you're me, I was a closeted gay introvert. And so meeting people was near impossible for me, meeting people in person. So dating apps helped me a lot, just to chat with people and talk to people. And it works for some people, but not for everyone. I mean, Tinder's how I met my current boyfriend, which is crazy to think about, kind of, but that's how people meet these days. Anyway, so on to the story. Alright, so where do I start? Okay, I remember I was at my friend Nisha's house. She's my only friend. And I remember I was this is back when I was single, obviously. This is years ago, which is so weird. I can't believe it was years ago. And I was on Tinder, and I matched with this guy who was really cute and attractive. He had good eyebrows. I was like, girl, get it. And so we start messaging, and he's really nice, and he's pretty good at making conversation. And because it sucks when people that you're trying to talk to, they just suck at talking and responding, and they give one word answers. So he was really good at that, which was great. And so yeah, we talked for maybe a week or something, and finally he asked me on a date. And I was pretty excited. I was like, you know what? This could be great. This could be the next big thing in my life. And so he was like, come pick me up, whatever. And I'm like, oh, first of all, okay, you asked me on a date, but you want me to pick you up, girl. Just kidding. It's fine. It wasn't a big deal. I'm really such an easygoing person. But yeah, I just know some people wouldn't like that. I don't care though. So he sends me his address. And I'm like, okay, great. So I drive to his, I thought it was gonna be an apartment or something. It wasn't. Next thing I know, I'm in a trailer park, which is totally fine. I just wasn't expecting it. And I was like, that's kind of cool, actually. I've never met someone my age who lives in a trailer park. So I pull up to his trailer, and it was literally just like rows of trailers in like a big lot, and then they had like a community pool or whatever. It was interesting. I'd never seen something like that. So I pull up to his trailer, I park, and I call him, and I was like, I'm here. And he was like, oh, you can get out. I'm on the roof of my trailer or whatever. Like, he was on top of his trailer. And so I get out, and he's like on the roof of his top of his trailer, like trying to fix his like awning thing that like goes over like the door to get inside. And there was like this big fat hairy neighbor like helping him fix it, and it was just like a really weird thing. And I was just sitting there in my car like watching it happen, and he like saw me, obviously, like he knew I was there, and we made like awkward eye contact and then like didn't say anything, and then he kept like doing his thing, and it literally lasted like 5 to 10 minutes of him and this guy trying to fix his awning or whatever. I'm like, okay, whatever, it's chill. And so they finally finish, and he comes down, and okay, I don't want to sound like judgy or anything, but he just had like a really bad spray tan. I know, like I've never gotten a spray tan. I don't know what it's like, but he was wearing like a white button-up shirt because he like came from work, and there was literally like orange all over like his sleeves and stuff. Like the tan like rubbed off onto his shirt, and I felt so bad. And I was like, I hope he didn't get this spray tan for this date because it doesn't look very good. So that was the first thing. And then yeah, and so anyway, he's like, come on, I'll give you the tour of my trailer. And so we go in his trailer, and first of all, he has like 2 cats or something, and I am very allergic to cats. Like, that's probably like my worst allergy is cats. And so instantly, like, my throat like started to like close up, and I just couldn't breathe. I was like wheezing, and he was like showing me all of his trailer stuff, whatever. And so he like changes out of his work clothes, and he was like, sit down, let me get you a drink or whatever. And I'm like, okay. And so he goes to the fridge and pulls out a pre-poured glass of wine, and he gave it to me, and I like had a little sip, and I was like, you know what, like I really don't drink, but like thank you. And I had a sip, and that was it, just like a tiny bit. And it didn't even occur to me that like he easily could have put like, I don't know what the drug is called, I've heard it called like the date rape drug, where you like, or like roofie, I don't know the terms, I don't leave my apartment like I said. And he easily could have like put something in my drink and like done who knows what. Maybe he did, I still don't know, because I really didn't have like any, I just like sipped a tiny bit, and like it was just weird that it was a pre-poured glass that was just like sitting in the fridge. But I don't know, I could be overthinking it, but that's just like what my friends said and stuff after I told them about it. And so after a while of like talking, he was like, okay, where do you want to eat? And of course I said Chili's, because that's my favorite place in the entire world, and I know some people hate it, I love it. And so we go to Chili's, we're eating, and we're talking, and like, I don't know what it was, like sometimes you just meet people and you get to know them and you just like don't click very well. And And that's what happened with us. And I felt awkward. And I was like, oh, this sucks. Because then at that point, when you realize, like, oh, it's not fun anymore, really, like, you just want to leave. And so, by that point, I was like, hey, I'm kind of done. I'm over it. So we finished our food. And I remember there was a guy sitting next to us, and he was like, can I take a picture of your hair? I want my son to have hair like you. And I was like, sure. So that was another weird thing that happened. And then, so we go back to his trailer, and I realized I didn't have my wallet, and I was like, crap. So I left my wallet. And I was like, okay, I gotta go back and get my wallet. And so we drive all the way back to Chili's and get my wallet. Then we drive back to his trailer again. And he was like, is it okay if I drop my cat off at my friend's apartment because she has to like watch him or whatever? And I was like, sure. And so we get his cat and we get in the car with all the stuff, and I'm like carrying like kitty litter in like a box and like the kennel, I don't know. Anyway, I was like, okay, it's fine, whatever. And so we drive to his friend's apartment that was like 15 minutes away, and we take the cat inside, and it was just like a really weird experience, I guess. It was like a college dorm, and there's only supposed to be like girls in there. And so we go in there, and like no one was there. And then I think one of the roommates eventually came in, and like it was weird. I don't even remember all of it, but we ended up like hanging out in his friend's bedroom, and she wasn't even there. And then like one of the roommates came and like got mad at us because we couldn't be there. It was just like a really awkward experience. And so I was like, yeah, that was a really weird thing. Like usually, okay, for a date, I cancel like all my plans just to like go on this date, you know, like I don't ever like make like side trips during a date, like, which is fine. Like I'm an easygoing person, but it was just funny. Anyway, so we go back to the trailer again, and he's like, have you ever watched Family Guy? And I was like, no, I've actually never seen it. Like, I've seen parts. And he was like, we're gonna watch a few episodes of Family Guy. And I was like, okay, sure. And so we're sitting there, and he doesn't have a TV or anything in his trailer, so we're watching it on his laptop. And we're like sitting on his little like couch thing in there. It's like attached to the wall. It's like a couch that's like built into the wall, I think. And so we're watching it, and like I guess it was funny, and he was like dying laughing, and I was just like, Benny. And so Benny like gets close to me, and I'm like, oh no, what do I do? And he like laid on me, and I think he wanted to like cuddle and stuff, and I just like wasn't feeling it, and I was like, oh my gosh. So I didn't like do anything back. I didn't like put my arm around him or anything. I don't know. And like I don't know how to say this without sounding like a total jerk, but like he honestly smelled like a skunk. Like I can still smell it. I don't know if it was like because of like weed or like what, but he just smelled like he had bad hygiene, which is like one of the biggest turn-offs for me, which I'm sorry. Like I don't know why he smelled that way. Maybe he just, I really don't know. And like it's okay to have bad hygiene. It's just I prefer people who have good hygiene. So yeah, that was weird. And then we finished watching Family Guy, and I was like ready to get out of there. And he was like, no, we have to go swimming first in like the pool in like the middle of the trailer park. And I was like, you know what? Like, I don't have a swimsuit. He's like, you can use mine. I'm like, I have to work in the morning. I think I need to go home. And so finally, I was able to leave, and he like went in for like a kiss, I think, or like a kiss on the cheek or something, and I just like hugged him goodbye, and I was like, you know what? Got a blast. And so I drove home, and he like texted me, and he was like, oh yeah, oh my gosh, he invited me to go to like California with him or something, like the next week. And I was like, I just told him, I was like, I'm sorry, I guess I'm not feeling it. There's something not there that should be. And I felt bad, like, I feel like he just like had his hopes up. And I don't think you should do that on the first date. And he was just like kind of upset. And didn't talk to him ever again after that. And I was like, I always felt bad in these situations. Like, I've had a lot of guys like really like want me. I really hope it doesn't sound like cocky, but like there's quite a few guys who like have wanted to date me, and I kind of, you know, just am honest. And I think that's the best thing, is just be honest and tell them how you feel. If you don't click, you don't click, and you can't change that. And so, man, I really hope I didn't sound like, oh, like everybody wants me, because they don't. Mostly just guys on Tinder. There's a lot of desperate guys on there, I think, including myself. So, anyway, that was my story of an interesting Tinder date, and I hope you guys liked it. If you guys want more story times, just let mama know. And they don't even have to be like Tinder stories. I have a lot, but I can tell other stories. I wanted to do a video where I go through like childhood photos and tell like my childhood stories, but I don't know. So anyway, don't forget to like and subscribe, guys. Let me know if you guys have any bad Tinder stories, and I will see you on the next one.